lesson, we're going to be finding the volume of triangular prisms. Remember, it's a triangular prism if the two bases are triangles. And as we're doing this, we're trying to see how much an object can hold. Or how much space it actually takes up. Let's look at the formula. Volume is equal to capital B, which stands for your base area, times your height, and that's the height of the prism. So our formula that we're actually going to be using, because our capital B is actually a triangle, our base, so it's 1/2 base times height, and then we are going to be multiplying it times the height of the actual prism. So let's start problem number 1. And since I know volume is equal to base area times height, but this is really the formula that's going to help me substitute in my values, I'm just going to start off by copying that. So my volume is equal to 1/2 my base of my triangle times my height of my triangle times the height of the actual prism. All right, let's substitute in our values. We have 1/2. And so when I'm looking at this triangle here, you're going to say, well, there's not a dimension given for this base. But remember, this 5 actually also represents the base that is there. And so it's going to be 1/2 times our base is a 5 times the height is 1.5. And then in the end, we're going to multiply that by the height of the pyramid, which is a 4. All right, so let's do the inside of this parentheses first. So I know that 1/2 of 5 is 2.5, and I am going to make that a decimal because when I multiply that times my 1.5, I have 2 decimals to multiply. It just makes it easier than having it as a fraction of 2.5. And then in the end, we're going to multiply this times 4. Remember, whenever we have these written beside each other in parentheses, that means we're multiplying. So I can put that multiplication dot there. So doing the first one, 2.5 times 1.5 is 3.75. Then we're going to multiply that by 4. So our volume is going to be in 15 yards, and volume is always in cubic units. So this is our answer for the volume, the amount of space this triangular prism takes up, or how much it can actually be filled. All right, let's look at the second problem that we have here. And I'm going to just move it over here a little bit. I'm looking at it and I see I have a triangle base and a triangle base at the top. So there's my triangular prism. I am going to go ahead and use this formula that is right here because it's going to be the easiest. So it's the volume is equal to 1/2 the base times the height. That's the area of the triangle times the height of the actual prism. All right, so let's look at this picture. So I see that I'm going to multiply 1/2 times the base here is actually a 6. And I'm going to multiply that by the height that we know this 2.5 is the height because it's hitting the base of the triangle at 90 degrees. So I'm going to multiply by 2.5. And then in the very end, I'm going to multiply everything by the height of the prism, which actually is a 3. All right, let's start by simplifying our area of our triangle. Well, we know 1/2 of 6 is 3, so we are going to multiply 3 times 2.5, and then we will go ahead and I like to put them in parentheses so I can see that that means multiplication, and then we're going to multiply it times 3 in the end. We want to make sure we don't forget about multiplying it by the height. So I like to have everything down there where we need it. So the volume is equal to 3 times 2.5 is 7.5. And we will multiply that. That's 7.5 by 3. So the volume is going to be equal to 22 and 5/10 yards cubed. And there is our answer. Again, the formula that you need to know that best serves you is we can remember volume is equal to our base area times our height, but then we need to remember the base area is going to be our triangle. So we can remember this, but then we have to be able to substitute in the formula for the area of a triangle. So using this to start, but then substituting in your values, there is your formula you will be using. If this video was helpful to you today, please add a like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe for more Math with Marcia. See you again soon.